Shifting focus now to U.S. macros. U.S. trade deficit numbers are in, and they undercut Washington's tariff narrative. America's trade deficit jumped 42.2% in May to $77.6 billion. That's up $23 billion from $54.6 billion in April. That's the widest gap since March last year. That is also the sharpest monthly swing in a year of tariff turbulence. The mechanics matter here. Exports fell to $317.7 billion, while imports climbed to $395.3 billion. That is the classic scissors move that widens any deficit. Semiconductors imports jumped $1.2 billion, crude oil imports rose $1.5 billion, and automotive parts climbed $2.2 billion. That was driven largely by the AI infrastructure boom sweeping corporate America. Chips and servers are pouring in faster than tariffs can price them out. Politically, this is awkward. Many of Trump's signature tariffs were struck down by the Supreme Court earlier this year, forcing the administration to hunt for alternative legal tools to keep the duties alive. Washington also chose not to renew its trade pact with Canada and Mexico, shifting instead to an annual review system. That move is injecting fresh uncertainty rather than resolving it. Country by country, the imbalances remain stark. Deficits with Vietnam was at $20.6 billion, Mexico was at $20.1 billion, Taiwan at $19.4 billion, China was $14.5 billion, the EU was at $9.3 billion, and Canada at $7 billion. Meanwhile, Washington runs surpluses with just a handful of partners. The Netherlands, Hong Kong, and the UK were among them. The GDP math is the real story. The Atlanta Fed's GDP Now model shows net exports subtracting 1.6 percentage points from June quarter growth. That is more than 4 times the March quarter's drag. Trump promised tariffs would shrink the gap and revive manufacturing. Instead, AI-driven import demand and legal setbacks are pulling the deficit the other way.